The impacts of Dorothea Dix. Can one person truly alter the course of mental health care in history? The mentally ill were treated as such cruelty during and even before the American Civil War. Imagine dedicating your life towards mental health activism and being the very first beacon towards the establishment of humane mental health care services in the United States. Placed in such merciless conditions, one woman set out to change such perceptions, Dorothea Lynde Dix. Dix was born on April 4, 1802 in Hampden, District of Maine, who later on became an American educator, social reformer, and a leading figure towards the welfare of the mentally ill. Throughout the courses of her life, she has constantly been interested in changing the way the mentally ill patients were treated. She visited East Cambridge Jail in March 1841 to participate in a Sunday school to a group of incarcerated women. Upon approaching the jail, she quickly realized the situation they were put in. The living conditions were simply too inhumane, examples being confined in an unheated room, deprived of basic needs such as food and water, locked in the basements, and being chained up. She was met with a catalyst and decided to take immediate action. Dix had started to travel and view different churches in her mission for reform. After earning support from Bostonians, she wrote a memorial legislature which was followed by visits to asylums and different prisons to different states such as New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, and Kentucky. As her journey goes, she pleads for humane treatment and change throughout the nation. Choosing to be the voice for the voiceless, she states, I come to present the strong claims of suffering humanity. I come to place before the legislature of Massachusetts the condition of the miserable, the desolate, the outcast. I come as the advocate of the helpless, forgotten, insane men and women, of being sunk to a condition from which the unconcerned world will start with a real horror. She took it upon herself to embark on a nationwide campaign to expose the horrid conditions in which the mentally ill were held, which was often in prisons and almshouses. Her advocacy led to great impacts such as the establishment of state-funded mental institutions dedicated to the treatment of the mentally ill. The aftermath of her advocacy opened up legislative action in the various states, resulting in proper care for the mentally ill. When the Civil War started, Dix completely dedicated herself to the Union and was designated as the superintendent of Army nurses for the Union Army. By showing her ongoing commitment to the well-being of others and dedication towards caregiving, she truly proves the impact she has made towards the lives of countless individuals. Now, Dorothea is proclaimed as a 19th century reformer and advocate for mental health that had a great impact on America, such as more than 30 hospitals open for the mentally ill. Despite being a woman, through her hardships and struggles, she has left an enduring impact on America through her dedicated efforts to reshape the nation's approach to mental health care. Dorothea's personal perseverance and compassion allowed her to carry out such duties, to work tirelessly and advocate for mental health reforms. Her marks on the field of mental health influence the future generations of mental health professionals and advocates. In summary, her impact on America is profound and had a huge influence towards the future. Her advocacy reshaped the treatment of the mentally ill, prompted major legislative changes, and pushed for a more compassionate and understanding approach to mental health care in the United States. Her contributions have had a long-lasting impact on the nation's approach to mental health and the rights of those suffering from mental illnesses. She pushed for future mental health advocates upon her legacy. Dix died in 1887, and her efforts to help the mentally ill and prisoners helped create dozens of new institutions across the United States and in Europe. By changing people's perceptions of these populations and striving for the better, she has left a lasting legacy and impact.